Among the templates Vegas includes for creating titles are presets for creating animated rolling titles. These are titles that roll up the screen. As with the titles and text media generators, they're fairly simple to use, yet they're easily customizable. There are even some tools in this media generator for building some interesting animations beyond simple rolls or scrolls. You'll find them here on the Media Generators panel under Credit Rolls. And you can see there are a number of presets in there. Preview any one of them by hovering your mouse over them. Let's go ahead and we'll just drag plain scrolling on black, and I'm going to drag them to where there is no video track right above my current event, and a video track is automatically created. If I move this off to the side, I'm holding the control key as I move it so it doesn't drop into any windows, and you can see that my rolling title has been added here on a new track that was created. You notice on the media generator that there are 3 basic text styles on here. There's the header style. That is bold text in this particular case. That's where it says title text there in the preview window. There is also a sub-item text, which is essentially the same font, except in this case it's not bold-faced. And then there are titles that go left item and right item. And these are essentially 2 columns, and they have a variety of styles that you can set them to so that you can get any look you want. But those are 3 different text styles that you can use. By the way, every one of those presets, every one of those rolling animations that are available on the Media Generator screen are, of course, available under the preset menu here too. But we're going to go with just kind of a plain scrolling text on black here for now. Now, these 3 text styles can be customized any way you want, and you can go over and do that under the Styles tab over here on the right side of the panel. And you can see right now, let me widen this a bit for you. We are working on the header. Right now it is set to Arial Boldface 20. We can change that if we want to Bauhaus 9328 if we'd like. We can control how much space above and below there is, and I'm going to decrease the space below it. And I can select single item, and we'll make it Bauhaus 9324. And finally, we'll go with our dual item here. And I kind of like my left styles to be left justified, and I like my right styles to be right justified. And you have the option here of not only tracking how tight they are and how much space there is between them, but you also have ways of connecting them. You can add, for instance, dots or dashes to connect them like this. We should probably make that Bauhaus 93 also, right? I'm going to make the left text styles bold and the right text styles aren't bold, though you can't really see it here. I do have the option also, I have the background color set to black, but if you want, you can bring the alpha down here and make it fully transparent if you'd like. We'll make it fully transparent. And now we can see our actors behind our rolling text. Now, for my custom text, I would type it right here, so I can just double-click on that and call it The Road Home. For my sub-item, I can say a Steve Grizzetti production. And now when it comes to adding these individual lines here, I'm just going to delete this one here. And rather than manually type in the names of all of my actors and all of the characters they played, I can import them. And I can do that by just selecting this left and right option here and then going up here to the top where it says import text from a text file. Now what I have for a text file is a TXT file. It's not a Word doc. It is a plain basic TXT file with a tab in between the name of the character and the name of the actor. Now I could just click to select that, and if I go out here to where my exercise files are in my project assets, there it is. It's just a TXT file called credits, and I'll open it up, and when I do, it automatically imports all of those names. And so when I come back here to my screen, you can see that it automatically gives me the names of each actor and the characters they played. It gave me an extra one down here at the bottom, which I'll delete. And now I have my rolling titles. Isn't that cool? It automatically imported everything in there, and just the tab in between them was enough to tell the program which was the left and which was the right object on my dual item menu. And now I can test drive this. So let's go ahead and close the screen. Usually rolling titles go by pretty fast the first time you create them because they're only by default 10 seconds long. But let's see how it looks. Press the L key. That's not too bad a speed. That does go by just a little bit quickly. We can change that speed by changing the length of the event on our timeline. Now, we can't just stretch it out. If we stretch it out, you see we end up with this notch right here. That notch is an indicator that we've reached the end of the clip. And when we get to the end of the clip, if we keep playing, we go back to the beginning of the clip again. That's not really what we want. We want our clip to be longer and slower. There are 2 ways to do that. I'm going to just resize this back so it's actual size. We'll open up the Media Generators option panel again. And I can manually change this to 15 seconds, right? And now when I close this, I can widen this out until I get to the notch. There's the notch. Now it's a 15-second credit roll, and you see it goes a little bit slower when I press the L key. I also have the option of deciding in advance how long I want my titles to roll by stretching out my clip here, or my event on the timeline. And even though it is now longer than the actual clip, which is indicated by that little notch at the top, I can go back in here to Media Generators and click this button here, which is Match Event Length. It will automatically extend or contract the clip, so that now it is 19 seconds and 10 frames, so that it fits the exact length that you have the event stretched out on your timeline. And this should be a pretty slow rolling title at this point, right? Nice and slow, nice and leisurely. The credit roll media generator is another easy to use, semi-automatic, but fairly powerful way to create your titles in Vegas. It's really pretty simple. You just put things into the template, you drop in the text, you customize it as much as you'd like, and you're done. But like most tools in Vegas, there's a surprising amount you can do to customize its look and to customize its feel so that it meets your specific needs.